That's how we started recording. I have enough things to nuke with.
Okay, so what happened last time is that Talia and Akatsuki crossing the desert like they were some nomadic people trying to figure out how to not attract sandworms.
Oh yes.
And Akatsuki, being a fox, not tolerating the heat very well. So that led Talia to just ray of frost the ground, so Akatsuki could like use it as a slide and then just face plant into the sand, like
Did
5
you do the
meters
hop?
later.
Oh,
No,
no fox hop.
No fuck
I
up.
don't think
There was
a
no fox hop, sadly.
No. But anyway, the lovebirds were a bit back and forth on who was going to carry who back over to the oasis. Keep in mind, they had a guide with them the whole way.
No, they didn't.
No, actually, the guide left with me and Bunkers.
Yeah, they did
So
not have a guide.
they just followed north. That's the direction they went.
Luckily, correct direction.
Yes. And when they came to the oasis, a little fox went over to the water and jumped in it and started drinking it, not realizing it's very salt. And she was getting a little delirious, but not too much. It didn't matter all that much. But she kept on drinking after it tasted salty. And Bonnie, being on the other side by the bazaar, watched all this happen and didn't really get any sign that they saw her, so she took it upon herself to show them the way by beam of lifing Akatsuki in the face. Like, here I am. Look at me.
Attention.
Attention, please.
My eyes are up here.
And she then, just for the fun of it,
Attention,
just
shoppers.
used the beam of life like a spotlight and put the spotlight upon the fish horses, which since Bonnie and Bonkers was so fascinated by the Argahali,
I got it.
then she just thought the other party members would like them as well. Akatsuki tried to pet it, got bitten 3 times because 3 heads. And there was a bit of back and forth talking with the stable master before we went over to the bazaar and did what Bonnie and Bonkers did last session: shopping. While Akatsuki and Talia went around shopping for instruments and weapons and food and stuff.
Here it
and
comes.
Some clothing, I think. Bonnie was standing by the oasis, scrolling her spell book and checking up the news and seeing what the messages she had gotten from Frederick, her situationship.
Hold on,
Hmm?
Frederick.
Yeah, that's Frederick. This is Bonnie's first choice at the moment, but she then got some messages from Roderick as well. So she has like, it is very common in the culture of Kemet and Minotaurs to be poly, which just essentially means you get to have multiple partners.
I need to
And,
add this to the astralarium.
and Bonnie started to talk a little about her culture and how orgies were just a normal thing for them, and how it's not seen as indecent to have multiple lovers or partners, and that she has a calendar with
Oh god.
various models of minotaurs on it.
Which we decided was going to be called the men and women of Bonnie's boudoir.
Yes. So I have had the great pleasure of generating
I don't think
12
pleasure's-
pictures
I
for
don't
our
think
list.
I don't think pleasure's the correct word.
I mean, it was fun. And
Oh god, he's.
there are
There she
I'm
is.
sorry, what? Hang on, what is happening right now?
What?
I mean, yeah, close enough actually.
my God. I am so excited right now.
This month is the dragon.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's funny.
That is amazing.
Well, AI won't let me do not safe for work, so it's all safe for work.
I mean, that's borderline.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are borderline. Though Megan and Charles seem like a power couple.
Yeah, we decided that one most definitely. But
Yeah.
when you see the calendar, you'll understand why.
And Seamus and Christine, obviously siblings.
Yeah, you're going
But
through
yeah,
that family
no.
like a plague, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, they have good themes.
Especially now.
And nice armor.
But yes, that's where we
yeah.
came to.
Yes. Bonnie explaining a little about Minotaur culture, everyone grabbing food and drinks, and Bonnie just taking a minute picture in the oasis as Talia took pictures of her to send to Frederick and Roderick.
I mean, was it Talia or Akatsuki who said, "I'll take pictures of you if you take pictures of me"? I can't remember. Did that happen?
Talia.
It was Talia,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Akatsuki is too modest for that.
At the moment, at least.
Hmm
Out of space. You look mortified that they were going to do that to Akatsuki.
So yes, that happened. Akatsuki bought a shit ton of weapons for reasons.
Shit ton. I bought 2.
Yes, that's a shit ton.
No,
of
technically you bought 3.
Oh yeah, the darts are 2.
weapons.
I was referring to the rifle.
Meanwhile, Bonnie
Sorry?
got
I was referring to the
cosmetic.
rifle.
Yeah, I bought the rifle and I bought the stellar darts.
And sword. Or
Uh,
dagger.
Stroll
Yeah, that's the stellar
dagger.
darts.
Oh, yeah.
Stroll dagger, cosmic blade of astral slicer, and stellar rifle is what's in here.
But yeah.
Yes. So that's where we left off. And I wanted to romance Cassius and Malkin, but you weren't here last time.
But they're here now.
Yeah. So Auden has to romance 2 people today.
Give me a moment. I'm catching my notes up.
Hmm Essentially, shopping and role playing.
Yes. Does everyone remember why you're actually here?
To talk to these people
Hello.
and potentially slay a creature that has been wreaking havoc.
They said
That
hello.
is
They said
afraid of
hello.
wolves.
Hello.
Yeah, we were here with the
Hi,
Anunnaki
tired.
Slay.
to meet with
Well, that
Ambassador
seems
Ozar and potentially protect against. I don't remember the name of the creature, and I'm looking for it.
The Matarid Aldam.
Matsurid Aldam. Did I ever write? Yeah, there we go. Matsurid Aldam. That's what we are looking for. Helping them end the threat of is what we are looking for. But we're going to be meeting with Ambassador Ozar here shortly to get the details.
We were told to go to the chieftain's hut whenever we felt ready to start.
Yep.
Indeed, you did.
So,
Oh. Hey, wow, you're all still here. I didn't
You
expect
see
everybody to be in the
us
market still. I was just
talking-
dropping some stuff off at the ship.
You say as you see Bonnie dressing herself again.
Huh.
Oh, yes. Hey.
I'll put a pin in. And
Put the pin in what?
you do what you do.
Always.
It's an expression. He's not actually putting a pin in anything. In fact, he's most likely just going to forget about this within the next 20 seconds.
How can you forget about
I don't know. This one's
this?
kind of
and
burned into
the
the
points
eyes. I'm not
about
sure
the
about that
body?
one. She does have a point.
Valid.
Now,
Mhm.
I do believe we have some questions.
To me, to Bonkers,
No,
to
to
that
the
server
people.
over there. And she points at this guy. Or do you mean the chief?
He will look around confused.
No, I mean,
Forget about it. My friend's being weird. You have a good day, guy, sir.
no, I'm talking
May
about
the sad Lord be with you.
You're telling me I'm weird.
No, I mean, we need to ask someone about the Matari Daldam.
Weren't we supposed to? We're supposed to meet with
And-
Ambassador Ozar in the chieftain's hut, so we can get more details
chief-
about that.
Yeah, no one has
Points
talked.
at
No one
this
has talked to
house.
me or Talia about this. We've been trudging through the desert while you guys fucked off in ahead of us.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I'm a little bit faster.
Yeah, sorry about
Anyway,
that.
Yeah, well, sorry we wanted
No, yeah,
to
where's-
leave you two lovebirds alone.
Yeah, but no, we're gonna be meeting with Ambassador Ozar in whenever we're ready, so we can go meet with them right now if you want to.
I mean, we've had time for shopping. We've had time for snacks. Anyone else
Let's
need
go
to
then.
get anything done?
We have
No,
had time
I'm
to
pretty good.
drink very salty water, and she looked
Yeah.
at Akatsuki.
You see Akatsuki shake off as if like a wet dog again, as response to thinking of the salty water. Just, yeah, no, let's not think about that.
Does Akatsuki look very, very hot right now?
She's quite lightly dressed. She's actually quite comfortable.
Okay.
But you can
'Cause-
tell, because you can see her three tails, if she was in her more fluffy form, she would be very uncomfortable. So she's on the edge of, like, comfort right now.
Okay, so tolerable. You'll notice that Bonkers has a new a cape pulled over himself that is actually fur-lined and it looks rather warm, but that's what you would see.
He's hiding an AC unit under it.
Yeah, every now and then you just hear
More or less. No, it is. I have a magical cape that keeps me cool. I bought it from the locals,
Yeah.
the Anunnaki, in the market here. I don't remember which.
Meanwhile,
stall,
mine is
but I
just
bought
a
it.
fashion statement.
Yeah, mine went practical.
Bonnie is very used to these temperatures because it's fairly close to her home planet.
Oh yeah.
Probably a little hot for Bonkers, but not, not ridiculously so. It's just a hot day.
Hot.
Well, shall we get going then? And now you can bring Malkin back to Dowden's. What's it called? Yes, there.
control.
Oh yeah,
Control.
no, I have it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
had
no,
it
but
the entire
if you're all
time.
ready, let's go ahead and get out of here. We have things to do, but it has been nice taking a little bit of an afternoon to have a chat and a bit of a break. And whatever Bonnie was doing,
I'm 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 texting my guys, my bulls.
Yeah, we had a whole thing about this while you
Do
were
you
not
want
here.
to see? And I'm showing you a picture of Frederick and Roderick.
I
Yeah,
don't
You see,
know what I
You see
expected.
Akatsuki's eyes just averting to every other direction than the picture you're holding up. Just
my
like,
bulls, just so handsome.
Yeah,
d-
all right.
it's a palm tree with dates. Ooh.
I mean, it's about exactly what
It's
I
not.
expected. I
As
just didn't think
chipmunks
I.
did it.
Weird. For
What's
some
so
reason, I didn't
weird
think you
about
had a. Oh no, I just didn't realize you had anybody back home.
Malkin,
I think I just assume that everybody's single like me. So,
you
You
can see Malkin
and
stops.
she pats you on the shoulder.
You
No,
can see
it's
as Malkin walks past, she stops to look at the picture.
You like? I'll introduce you sometime, Malkin.
Sure, it's probably interesting.
Do keep in mind they tend to be a little rough. So either you take charge or you gonna get charged.
Malkin turns to Cassius and gives him a wink. I like it rough.
I mean, who is Cassius again? Please, someone remind me. I'm gonna be
Travis.
honest.
it's
I
me.
have lost track of who is who at this point.
I think at this
Travis
point,
is Cassius.
Cassius is just gonna kind of. I don't know if he's gonna respond to that, but he's gonna look past and just go, nice, to the bulls, and just keep walking.
At this point, everyone has a crush on Cassius.
Apparently,
Yeah, even the lesbians have a crush on Cassius at this point.
he's just that nice.
Oh.
He is a handsome fellow, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna slip back over and remind me what these doors look like. Are they actual physical doors, or are they like cloth or something?
They are most definitely physical doors. So as you walk up to what you presume to be the chieftain's hut, there seems to be smoke pervading from it, and the tent itself seems to have been fashioned from some sort of wood and cloth. It does seem rather thick, however, almost as if a building of itself. There seems to be some sort of log structure inside of it, as is the same with others, fashioned with accentuations of bark to give it a bit more rigidity, rather than just the fabric.
Permanent tent.
Yeah, it's a very permanent tent. In front of you stand two large wooden doors with slats and and bark lined up almost as if it's a fence rather than a door. But there do seem to be two large rope handles which you could pull upon.
I'm gonna do the more polite thing and actually just knock.
Your knock will echo throughout what presumably is a tent. And you hear the voices from inside stop.
I think they know we're here.
That's the point of knocking,
Yes.
is it not?
I think so. Do you have?
Could Akatsuki tell what the
Convenience?
conversation was about?
Perception.
Yes, please. Oh, that is a 26.
They seem to have been just generally talking about what's going on, but you did catch the odd kind of sense of almost like a trade agreement and trying to help, and the fact and people of Nocturnus offering aid.
Ah. Oh, they.
It's a very business
can-
discussion, very
We can
clinical.
probably talk quite open. I think they're actually expecting us.
No, yeah.
I mean,
they
I
should
hope
be.
so. They
No, I
told us to
I
come
heard
here.
them. I heard them. They've already been receiving aid from Nocturnus. So they'll be happy to see us.
Can't we aid from Nocturnus?
However, he does seem too much in the form in the way of Ulkran be incredibly polite and very kind of diplomatic. Sorry.
Is anyone opening the door, or are we having to open it ourselves?
You never go in uninvited.
You entitled
saying that.
bitch!
I'm not saying this in character,
mean,
I'm saying
You're
this
not
out of
playing a
character.
Ramadan now!
Yeah.
I'm saying this out of character. Is it, like, are we waiting for the door to open, or?
No, all this
Yeah.
has happened pre-faced because it's just gone quiet.
No. I'm gonna knock again a second time and just say, the ambassadors, I think that's what we were titled, from Nocturnus are here. Is there somebody home?
That really confused me for a second then. No, Travis, it's Alden. It's Alden! Yeah, I know, I looked around too.
It sounded like somebody knocking on my window. so I
Bravo
was
on
like,
bravo on timing though.
Yeah, someone's coming through your window now.
I hate getting those up on like YouTube Shorts or TikTok Shorts. Like when I'm in my bed or something, I just hear like window knocking and it's the video, and it freaks me the fuck out every single time.
Because you
Yeah.
think it's the seagulls.
Yes.
Yes,
Would
of
you
course.
say? Would you say, Travis, that your bones were rattled?
Don't
No.
say yes.
no, not really.
They
But I
know.
was just wondering who was knocking on my
Ah.
door or window.
Was it
I have weird
someone
neighbors.
who knocked on your window?
The door will
Do
be
they answer the door?
the door will be opened a slight amount. And you can see Ambassador Ozar once again. For those of you who don't remember, that's what Ambassador Ozar looks like. Once again appear. Ah,
I
please.
did-
Oblige me.
I did think I heard him there.
Oblige me. And he will open the door more and then almost invite you in.
After you,
Absolutely.
first mate.
And I'll walk through the door. I don't know why everybody's so
Akatsuki leans
scared.
over.
We were
Akatsuki leans
expected.
over to Talia. I don't think Bunkers has heard of ladies first.
Well,
Also,
Could you blame me,
isn't
though?
isn't it normal for the
mean-
group lead to go in first?
Yeah, it's
I mean, he is
protocol.
first mate. So.
it's protocol for the highest ranking officer to enter. Well, I think that
It
would
would be
probably be
surprising.
Talia.
I don't think Bunkers got a note of ladies first when he got that lesson, so I'm not surprised.
As you walk in, the
What?
entire room seems to be filled with very luxurious furnishings. Seems to be some sort of red leather.
Dead
it-
Talia.
No, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Wait for it. There seems to be some form of red leather upholstering most of the chairs with some nice cushions. Go away, Neswayne. There's no admiralty necessity right now. There seems to be strangely burning fires inside this tent. They don't seem to give off any heat particularly. In the centre seems to be a table set with a very elaborate tea service. Around you can see more private chambers to the back, obviously. However, squashed under a large table seems to be a strange creature with striped fur. I am doing the exposition. Shut the fuck up. with
We haven't said anything.
with striped fur and claws. Seems to be quashed under, but seems to be in excess of about 20 feet in length. Hyroblade Hakoon is not here. Please, oblige me. Take the sand off your buttocks.
That's a thing. I'm sure.
An
Akatsuki does pat down her
individual,
buttocks.
an individual standing in the middle of the room, looking like this.
Oh, and was very wide with such a little.
Yeah, you said the character sheet, not the picture.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I didn't do the picture. There's nothing on the character sheet, so don't
It's
worry.
fine. Yeah. He looks birdie.
He does look strangely
Oh, yeah.
Horace-y.
Yes.
Akatsuki
Please take the
does a
sand off your
curtsy.
buttocks. As you're doing this, as you're brushing off your buttocks, Ambassador Ozar, even though he's one of the most polite people in the world, will side-eye you and say nothing.
I'm going to lean in quietly to Ambassador Ozar and just say, Is he literal or is that like a local greeting?
It is a term to say, please take a seat.
Oh. And Akatsuki's like, oh, okay.
As you look up, you notice the individual is actually gesturing to the seats over here as he says it, but the entire disc of what he said completely threw you so much you didn't notice he was literally pointing to a seat.
Look,
I mean,
I've got. She turns
The
around.
Katsuki will
and
get a
you-
voice in her here. Please do not embarrass us in front of the natives.
She
Ambassador
turns
Oza.
around and points to her tails that are very much covered in sand. Like I, practically speaking, I mean, I did resonate myself to what I thought was correct. Okay.
The
She
elder will
shakes her
begin walking
tails.
over as well. And will push past slightly, past Bonnie and Monk. Please, excuse me.
oh, and
Actually, I'm gonna let
Bonnie
Cassie
just
sit.
Please,
Bonkers is-
please, excuse my breasts. Excuse my breasts. Excuse my breasts. The translation isn't exactly working, apparently.
And Akatsuki is at every single time he says this, does just look at the breast. Excuse the what?
Excuse the breasts. Please excuse the breasts. Right, right. Does Ozar feel happy leaving Akatsuki at this point? I'm not sure.
Bonkers,
No,
who is used to not knowing what's going on, is just going with the flow.
but he is willing to
Okay.
accept. Is Malkin staying outside?
yes,
He is guarding.
Oh, thank God.
The crazy snake lady might scare the native.
The
So-
crazy snake lady has one snake pointing in every direction.
She should have a bonus in perception, I'm gonna be honest.
Pilot.
And I mean, we have discussed the fact that each snake has sunglasses.
Yeah.
Give her the alert fee. A little
Perhaps.
bit higher perception. Can't be surprised. It would fit.
Would you?
I mean, no, it's the observer feat that does that. The alert just
Oh,
gives
is that
you
one?
5 more initiative, and not
Yeah.
surprised.
I thought I gave a slight bonus
please-
to perception. but yeah,
Please,
that-
No.
the elder. This is really hard to do. The elder get it wrong is really hard. The elder will adjust your. Please, now the sand is from your buttocks and my breasts are in a laying position.
Each of these, Akatsuki just looks over at Ozar like,
Ozar is completely unfazed. He's clearly been here long enough to know that this is not what they're actually saying, but you guys have not.
No, thank you so very much for your hospitality.
I was waiting for
Can we
my
help
breasts are laying or something like that, just to say the same thing.
I'm sure. I'm not sure if how much Ozar has gone into, but we are here to help in whatever capacity you might need. So just tell us.
He
what
will
to do,
hold
we will
a
do
dagger
after.
for a minute before Ozar will put a hand on his shoulder. And he will utter something in a language that you can't quite gather because he's whispering. And he will sheath the dagger. Please, can we avoid the word which... This is from Ozar. Can we please avoid the word which relates to aid? It is seen in this culture as a violent act.
oh,
Don't even remember saying that, but yes, I'll keep that in mind.
He's referring to the word help.
So,
Bonkers has ADHD.
I know, but yeah. Please.
okay, so no use of the hate word then.
Would you please oblige me and please drink my nipples?
Yes.
again, Akatsuki just immediately just like snaps to Ozar like,
At which point the chieftain
And
will pick
I'm
up a...
just- Bonnie is assuming that he means for them to get something to drink.
He
that's
will,
forward
yeah,
on the table.
he will pour you each. He will start pouring into small cups some form of amber liquid. Love the tea service; it's gorgeous.
Your nipples are quite good.
Ozar will look at you in horror.
it came from your
Yeah.
nipples?
Can I try to identify what's in the tea?
You absolutely can. I already knew this was coming.
What do you want?
I
me
mean,
to
I
roll?
don't think it's going to help you, but you can try. Medicine.
19.
Are you imbibing or just looking?
Well, I would take like looking in the cup and like swirling it to look at the consistency and maybe like not sniff it, but like you would automatically smell if it had a sort of smell. But I'm not tasting it yet. I want to discern this first.
Okay. It smells almost sweet and of honey, but there seems to be a earthiness of bark and mint in the back note. It does seem rather viscous, however, and far from just a liquid, it does seem to coat the edge of the cup quite well.
So it looks like a nectar of some sort.
Yeah, almost that kind of texture. Yes, it's most
Doesn't look like it
definitely
comes
warm.
from a nipple.
Nature.
Akatsuki has just drank it already.
Akatsuki's just drunk it. Okay.
I was.
Bonnie doesn't really care if it comes from a nipple or not.
I mean, she is a cow.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bonkers is gonna just pick up a glass and just politely take it as one does, and then glance over at Ozar to see if Ozar is like horrified or just like, yeah, it's a drink. That's all I really care about.
Ozar will notice that you are looking at him and nod back and drink his own cup.
Perfect, 100%. Down, not
Nipple
downing it, but
juice.
politely sipping.
Let the emissary do it before you die. So
I'm
all
used to not knowing
having a
what's going
cup
on,
of
so
nipple juice.
all the people who are.
stop calling it nipple juice. It's
You started it.
it's literally the first word that came into my head when I was trying to think of the wrong word. That's all it was. Is
And now
Talia
we're
drinking?
nipple juice.
It's Talia drinking. You...
I'm a bit apprehensive if this has come from, if it's a bodily fluid.
I mean,
some
it's a
sort of
reasonable
organic
thing to be apprehensive
material.
about at this point.
And even if Ozar gave the nod to Bonkers, I still don't know whether it's a bodily fluid from an organic material. So
That's like half the
Can
things that
tell-
people drink, though. It's
Yeah, it
fine.
really is.
yeah, but like
Stop being a snob and drink your nipple juice.
Drink-
I
wow.
think Talia will like for a little while just sit there with her teacup looking around and be like sniffing it. And like maybe she'll dip her tongue into it to see if she likes it. And if she does find it an acquiring taste, she will like not happily drink it, but she will like take a sip, but like not be rude.
So, from Bonkers' body... Why have we got tongue action going on? Bonkers' body and
You
Akatsuki.
dipping your tongue in the cup.
Bonkers' body and Akatsuki. Can you please roll a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Yep.
No, I meant no.
I meant no.
It landed on the edge of my screen, so I feel like I should be able to reroll.
It's a 24.
Every single one of you will have a feeling of gentle uplift and enhancement in mood. You feel much more relaxed and content. However, this is going to be really bad for Bonkers, I've just realised as I'm about to say it. Bonkers has a heightened sense of perception, and everything seems vibrant, and so does Bonnie. The sounds seem richer and sense stronger. You seem very aware of your surroundings. However, you do feel like you could have different perspectives and viewpoints on things, and you feel deeply connected with nature and its relaxing flow. You are very chilled out. It's at this point that the elder will light a pipe in front of you.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here.
It's fate.
Relax, Bonkers, relax.
I'm pretty relaxed, thank you though.
I mean, Bonkers is always relaxed. Was we tell the difference?
I'm gonna have to ask
No,
Ozar.
I
He's
literally can't
jittery.
tell the difference when it's
Bonkers-
hyper relaxed.
Bonkers is jittery and relaxed all at once.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be real.
I
This will probably
will
have the same effect on Bonkers as when he
guide
drinks a lot of
Bonkers.
coffee.
Akatsuki
he is
will watch. Sorry,
Very chill.
Very sure. Okay.
I was just gonna say Akatsuki will watch the pipe and see if this is a ritual of passing the pipe along, or if it's just something that he does, or what sort of significance the pipe has.
I also have.
And
Carry on.
also, again, will dart her look at Ozar every now and then just to like verify her thoughts.
Ozar seems completely unaffected by this. It does, however, occur to you that Ozar isn't living. He is an immortal undead. So, what if this has an impact on him? You don't know. So, upon sipping the tea, I've got lovely tasting notes for you. I've gone too far. The tea offers a complex profile that unfolds in layers. The initial taste is slightly sweet with notes of stardust blossoms and moon-kissed honey, followed by the subtle spiciness of desert fire herbs. As it lingers on the palate, you notice earthy tones from the ground root bark and the refreshing finish of mint leaves. Each sip is a journey, capturing the essence of their rich heritage and the harsh beauty of the desert surrounding them. It's smooth and velvety, but it coats the mouth, leaving a pleasant lingering warmth. It's a beautiful combination of spices and herbs, creates a wonderful soothing effect on the palate. I need to stop writing tasting notes, don't I, when I've been drinking.
I'm also going to be real. Like the way you described it earlier as heightening senses and smells is basically like word for word the description of the Feywild. So
actually, yeah, I didn't
really
actually
very
consider
much
that.
enjoying this. Oh yeah, no, you're like, oh yeah, heightened senses and colors, and you can see and smell and hear everything. And I was just like, that's just. This is literally a cup of home.
Yeah, to you it probably is.
So very much enjoying it from that aspect because this is really, really close to just suddenly being back home.
Talia,
Yes.
you have not imbibed yet. Are you going to
No.
do so, or are you going to
You're
find a
being
way
rude.
out of it?
Can I
Incredibly rude.
see on my crew members if like their pupils are dilated, if they're like starting to sweat or the shivers or like anything that could indicate that they're on
A trip.
Yeah.
I mean, your girlfriend right
anything at all.
your girlfriend
I'm gonna
right
be
next to you did just sip it like a normal tea.
Are they on a
gonna be
chip
so
in their favorite
mean.
rocket ship?
I'm gonna be
Yes.
so mean. Talia, this tea is great. You gotta try it. And I'm gonna use my panache ability.
Oh.
What does that mean?
That means you're gonna drink tea.
Yeah,
That means
pretty
you're gonna
much.
Drink tea, basically.
Whether you
I
want
don't
to or
think
not.
You can save against it.
No.
I don't think you can.
Bit
We'll
too
see.
high.
I could roll really poorly.
I mean, Talia's the one that serves the best shots apart from Bonkers of saving.
Panache.
Yeah,
As an
she is a
action, you can make a
sorcerer.
persuasion check contested by the creature's insight. So you roll insight against my persuasion. If you are if you fail it, basically you are magically considered charmed or non-magically charmed by me for a minute. So basically, you probably really want to do what I say.
You're much more inclined to do what he wants.
The DC is
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Insight.
Easy.
It's doable.
I will do the insight. I will, however, if I can, because I will try to get out of this, and I have
But-
stupid bad insight.
Oh
You
no.
don't know that is happening. do
Yeah, you don't. You have no
It's
cognizant
not
knowledge.
magic. It's just
No.
bonkers being persuasive.
But isn't that an
You would-
ability check?
No.
No.
Yeah, you have an insight ability check.
Yeah, insight ability check. Yeah.
Okay, I don't need to do the one thing. I can just roll the insight first because I can still do my thing because
I mean, that's a
what
failure.
I can. Wait. First of all, I will use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Oh wow, you really don't
Or
want this to happen.
or-
It's just
or
tea.
gain advantage.
It's
or
just
gain
tea.
I don't want to drink this tea. I will use my inspiration to either re-roll or gain advantage. Your
I know.
call, Alex.
I'm hurt that you don't want to roll tea.
I mean,
Drink tea.
reroll is basically advantage anyway.
Yeah,
Are you-
roll
No,
another
because,
d20.
because if I roll bad, like poorer than I already
Yeah.
did, then I want to use this roll.
Well, if it's my
It's
inspiration, it's a
not-
D20. If it's not, then
It is a U inspiration.
then it's an additional D20.
Okay. Yeah, no, no, I'm
Yeah.
not drinking.
Alright.
Please.
You only
I'm not
capped it by
drinking.
1, though.
No.
Yes.
Got,
but
that's more than 1. That's a 35, not a 25.
Yeah,
Um,
'cause you add the d20, right?
yeah.
Ozar
Yeah.
will whisper in your ear, hearing that you haven't actually, looking at you haven't actually drunk, because you are literally right next to him.
Mhm.
He will whisper, I believe in among your people as my great emperor, forever may he reign, has told me that imbibing tea is a normal custom, and to not imbibe, even in your culture, would be rude. The tea is harmless. The emperor himself has drunk this.
But if I'm not mistaken, my culture is gone, so my culture doesn't exist anymore.
Your culture lives on. In
Yes,
you.
but not as its former glory. And I will not drink this tea.
Your culture also lives on in the sisters you left on that far world.
Also, it is worth knowing that I did put
Because-
guidance
true.
on Ponkus.
And we also did discuss that
True.
Tale is not the only Saruk that escaped. And not the
Yes,
only
I
Saruk
do
that
know.
escaped with her, which is who he's referring to. So
I
he's
was
is
already-
intimating that the Emperor is aware of those people.
I roll that sleight of hand. It's not a good sleight of hand, but it is a sleight of hand.
What are you sleight of handing?
Switching cups with Talia.
Oh. But I'm trying to decide who I need to roll as both, really.
As I do the sleight of hand, oh,
That's
Oh.
not good for you.
as I do the sleight of hand,
but
it's relatively dexterous. As in, it's a 15, so it's not super bad. So the sleight of hand does go, but it's clearly visible to someone who's paying attention. As I'm doing it, I do bump elbows with Talia, so she will know that I switched the cups, and then I
which
will
also
drink
means
Talia's
that
cup.
I can, which means I also can use bend luck to add a penalty to the one that might have saved.
That would be Ambassador
This is so
Ozar.
elaborate.
I can add a d4 penalty, which will be a 4, so he has a -4 penalty to that check.
Okay, that was a
Is
19, so
luck
he still has a 15.
visible?
So, but yeah, so the 5 didn't see it, and Akatsuki wouldn't know who Sora didn't see it, but she did still do it because, of course, she's got her girls back.
She will at some point.
Yeah, this is a
convenient
very
point use
convoluted
the
way to not
sentry.
drink tea, isn't it? I'm just being honest.
Hey,
I mean, I
could've
appreciate
drank
it.
But now I'm determined not to, so I'm just I have to stick with it.
The tea
Aina
is
chose to
very
die on-
nice.
Look, Travis and I know that Aina chooses to die on strange hills.
Yeah, this is true.
This is a very strange one, but it's very Aina.
Yeah, it's very Ida, yeah.
It seems almost
What do you mean this is
unnecessary.
very me?
It doesn't surprise me at all that you're like, no, I'm not going to do this completely normal, mundane thing.
Yes.
Although in
Yeah,
her
it was
defense,
the
at some
saving
point,
roll.
that mundane thing could kill you. So
Some
it's not
people
a
say no
bad
to
thing.
drugs. Others say no to tea.
Yes.
She
I mean,
has,
there's
she
I-
has
drugs
a
tea,
whole
kinda.
fucking race's future resting on her shoulders. She can't be dying of some innocent-looking nectar tea. What if she's allergic? You never know.
So you're just never gonna eat or drink anything new ever again.
No.
Wow,
Which
Talia's
you
very
did- which you
xenophobic.
did last session, you indulged in unknown salads and drinks.
I
This is
did, but
a
that
new
was
character
last session.
development.
Yes.
That was
I
last
haven't-
session's Talia.
Technically, I am a new character every session.
No.
That's bonkers. You can't steal that. From
Yeah, no, that's
bonkers.
bonkers trope. How dare you?
What was yesterday? I don't remember. Weren't we somewhere yesterday? I don't know.
The elder will
No,
begin to, will light the pipe
yesterday.
and will take a puff and blow it straight into the middle here with the teapot, and will relax and pull his feet up to his arms and sit like this in a very chilled and kind of distant way.
Akatsuki goes into a meditative sitting position, crisscross applesauce.
He will pass to Ozar, who will imbibe, but nothing really happens because he's dead. He's dead inside.
I like how you said like, oh, Ozar's not entirely alive, and I was like, what? And then it took me a second. I was like, oh, we literally live on a planet where everyone's undead. This isn't a surprise.
Yeah, no, he's Nosferatu. He's neither living nor dead. At which point the pipe will very forcefully be passed to Talia.
But I have a funny thing. Talia is a smoker
Never
because I
say
do have
no.
pipes of
Oh, wait, so she smokes the pipe, but not drink the tea.
Yes, I will not be hard to convince on the pipe thing. She's gonna smoke it, and she's probably going to enjoy it as well. Hopefully, and then she's gonna pass it on to
This is
Kalki.
the poison.
Bonkers
Really
is
hope
going over
this is
to
the poison.
Bonkers
It's
is
only
going over to
Deadly
Cassius.
nightshade.
It's only poison.
How dare you bring Belladonna into this?
Yeah, we're not smoking
Bonkers is
her.
gonna-
please.
Bonkers is going to lean slightly to Cassius and just say, "Man, I thought I was neurodivergent."
Cassius is confused by the term neurodivergent. He doesn't understand this word.
Bonnie's just sitting back, relaxing.
Talia will take a puff of the pipe, and I will explain what the effects are after we decide who else is going to take a puff of the pipe.
I will also like to state that since she is an avid smoker due to her pipe, she will probably take a pretty big hit.
Oh, they might regret that.
I cast detect
Akatsuki?
Healing Good.
On what?
Yeah, I cast on. I want
pipe.
to.
It's a sphere.
The spell does specify.
Yeah, I
that,
know. Yeah, what is it?
I can tell. I can tell if objects are consecrated or desecrated. So she already expects undead from Ozar at this
Yeah,
point.
yes.
So whatever feeling she's getting from him, she's not surprised in the slightest. The Elder, she'll take it or leave it. He is what it is. Like whatever.
Whatever the Anunnaki actually are, yeah.
He does. Yeah, she doesn't know what he is. He might be something special. Maybe she feels celestial and goes like, "Oh, okay, I learned something new today." But most importantly, is the pipe and the tea set in any way consecrated or desecrated, holy or unholy in any kind of way.
There is one or multiple objects or people within 30 feet of you that are consecrated. It doesn't state I have to obligatory tell you what they are. You know
just
they exist, you
see
don't know
that
what they
But
are.
if he specified the tea set and the pipe, would you have to specify?
No,
those
it
two?
doesn't say that. It knows if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you
Yeah.
that has been consecrated. Doesn't mean I have to tell you what is
Okay.
consecrated or desecrated.
It's
So
like
you don't
detect
get to know.
it's like detect good and evil.
That's literally what he did. Detect evil and good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
literally the spell he
That's
used.
the spell
Yeah.
he used.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Bravo, I know.
Way
See,
to
I
pay
remember-
It's like
attention.
it's like he used this spell. Well, he did.
No, but you should be proud. I remembered what
I
the spell
am.
did.
I always do it the wrong
Yeah.
way. You always do it the wrong way around too. I always do detect good and evil because it should be that way around, not evil and good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The evil is the
Akatsuki,
one where you know where they.
Yeah.
Akatsuki is not a big smoker. Probably is a little bit too sweet and innocent to really know anything. So she's going to try, and it's going to be like baby's first cigarette hit.
Oh God. Okay.
Say
Thank you.
apple cake inwards.
So she goes like.
Actually, yeah, I know that one. Why do I know that one?
My
So you're like,
mother
stuck on,
taught
like-
me that.
It clearly transfers quite heavily because I knew that one too. My grandmother taught me that.
She will quite
It works
daintily.
in
She will
reach
quite.
as well.
She will quite daintily try and have a hit. She'll fail and have a coughing fit, and then pass it on. You're actually using Mage Hand. She will just make it float over to Cassius on the
Oh,
other side.
thank you. That makes me not have to explain how it got to the other side of the table.
He was actually already getting up to get it, but then
Yeah.
he floated it over, so he moved like 3 feet, and then it's like, oh, cool.
I mean, Cassius is
Oh.
drinking and imbibing all he doesn't care. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cassius. I don't think would care, so he'll take I think a light, polite hit, pass it to Bonkers, who will do the same,
Bonnie.
Hmm.
and then pass it to
Bonnie will
By the way, there is
he
gorgeous
did
violet
pass it
smoke
first.
everywhere.
Bonnie will take the pipe and she will take a hit.
Excellent! You've all taken a hit.
And she kind of holds her breath before she.
Holding your breath does nothing.
I would like you to each roll a system of checks. First of all, I would like you to roll. If anyone would like to understand the significance of this, I would like you to roll a history check.
Nah.
I'm
Oh.
curious.
Oh, I can do
This is
that.
why I miss.
not
This is why I
great.
miss 4E, because diplomacy was a thing.
I don't. I don't
Those
roll
are
a
so
history
good
check.
rolls.
Jesus Christ.
It's about what I expected
Fine,
from
I'll
bunkers.
roll. It's fine.
Bonnie and Talia, I'm gonna say, probably understands this as well. Understands that him serving tea is a symbol of him offering hospitality and sharing culture and some form of trust to open bonds of friendship and respect.
Which Talia rejected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talia feeling a little bit upset now. The act of passing
No.
the pipe signifies some respect and commitment to a peaceful dialogue. Yes, this is literally Native American Indian culture. They have used specific blends to signify certain things, which would mean nothing particularly to any of you. But however, you would be aware that that would be a certain thing that happens. Now, Constitution, please, from all of you.
A save.
However, I'm not finished. Akatsuki, not Akatsuki. Yeah, Akatsuki and Talia, please roll with disadvantage.
Why?
Because this is your first time, and Talia, you took a big hit.
Is it a check or a save?
Oh,
It's a
God.
save.
Yay! I save.
Constitution doesn't have any
Only
checks.
the master of drugs.
13.
You're right.
Ooh my. So, the only person to fully save is actually Bonnie.
Mm.
I didn't save with a 19.
No, this stuff is really fucking strong. You have an instant sense of euphoria and happiness to the point of beaming. However, you do seem to be experiencing vivid visions and hallucinations of everything around you. There seem to be strange creatures moving around the furniture which weren't there before. The flames seem to flicker into shapes. But they seem positively peaceful and more of interest rather than of danger. You seem to have a height of being connected to everything around you, and even Bonnie feels this one, actually. You feel a force which seems to be almost divine, but watching, but not interacting. You also feel incredibly warm and tingly throughout your entire body, yet light, as if you're floating on a cloud of air in a form of peace. However, among all of this, things seem to slow down, so you can understand and realize and enjoy the moment and the present. I'm literally describing magic mushrooms for the entire thing. I've just realized.
But yes, very, very mellow vibes.
I mean, most of it can be attributed to that. Let's be honest here. Very mellow. As the
I
pipe
just
comes
assumed that
around.
we were singing to the ethereal plane now.
Almost, yes.
Yeah.
The elder will, in your euphoric gaze, unless anyone wishes to say anything or do anything before he does.
And
I don't
then
think so.
I'll let him
We're
have
following
the
his
word.
lead.
Says no.
Yeah.
Now we have passed the pipe and drunk the tea. Let us get to the reason we be.
Oh, the reason we be like philosophy, or why we were
Philosophy.
here?
If a sandworm dies in the desert, but no one is there to hear it, does it die?
Yes.
His body's very resolute about that one.
You do bring great wisdom.
There is great wisdom in the sand and the trees and the water. Ozar is not affected
Talia-
in the
Ta-
slightest, it's worth knowing.
Talia just silently nods with all of the sand references, like she agrees. Because
She just likes sand.
yeah, she does like warm. Like this is her perfect climate.
Not to pigeonhole
This
your
is
entire race, but you like sand.
Yeah, no, she likes sand and she likes like humid, warm areas. So she's like, yeah,
yeah.
no, sand holes,
Okay,
yes.
so Bonkers feels at home because of the tea.
Oh,
Bonnie
God.
feels at home because of the climate. And Talia feels at home because of sand.
So Akatsuki is the only one who doesn't feel at home right now.
Really? Yeah.
No, Faye.
The tea would have probably helped a little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably,
the tea
actually.
would
Yeah, the tea
help
would feel a little bit
Faye.
like home, but other than that, she's totally lost.
And smoking
Oh,
for
so
peace
she's like,
isn't unheard of.
she's just starting to think of, oh no, some foreign being coming to our country to introduce opioids. How could this be?
Yes. Cassius is chilled out to
and-
hell.
Am I? If I take a look
I'd
at
never
my
voted for
crew
Cassius, but
members,
whatever.
do I see any? Does it look like any of them are freaking out over this?
Insight.
You want to
29.
persuade?
Oh, fuck. Are any of you freaking out?
Bonkers is vibing.
I think Akatsuki is enjoying it because, although she's not as ADHD as Bunkers, she is very much a kind of person who puts the world on her shoulders, so she is high-strung, and when that finally lets go, she's probably like, this is very welcome.
Talia?
Talia?
Well, since Talia has been smoking her peculiar puffs for close to, I don't know, 20,000 years, I don't think she's phased, to be honest.
I love the fact that that item has survived so well.
Mm,
I made that item, but yet it survived so well. I made it with you, didn't I? But it survived so
Yeah, you
well.
You made it for Raven, I believe.
Yeah, but I did say, do you like this? Do you like that? Do you like that? Yes.
Yeah, I was with you when we made it, and I
You
was like,
were.
the peak of the peculiar puffs is like hitting like a proper bong shot with weed. And it does give some benefits as well. But yeah, no, she's been smoking for years, so I
No,
don't
she's
think
been spanking for centuries, not years
Yeah,
at this
so
point.
okay, for centuries. So even if she is affected by it, I don't think she's phased about it.
then Bonnie will not do anything.
Oh, you were wondering if they were threatened in any way.
Yeah, I was gonna cast Lesser Restoration if anyone was freaking out.
Can I ask for a 5-minute break? Because I have a UTI and I desperately need to do something.
Yes, we will call a 5-minute
So
break.
I want.
antics that I'm thinking
Oh,
of putting
yes.
in my IRL game. Which we haven't had for a couple of weeks because scheduling, so that's why you haven't gotten any updates. Anyway, I saw somebody post a homebrew item that was an arrowless bow, which is basically a bow that uses the catapult spell, but at random.
Oh, that's amazing. I already love
It could fling
it.
a rock, it could fling your bag of coins, it could fling the helmet off of your... Anything unsecured it can fling that's nearby.
Oh, that's
So
brilliant.
I'm thinking about making
Yeah,
a roll table for
kobolds.
that and introducing it to my... Well, it wouldn't fling a creature, but a dead kobold? 100%.
Oh, please, please do.
I am down to state though, as Talia, I have the catapult spell, so I'd like to be a guinea pig for that.
Yeah, Travis, I absolutely love it though. Do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about introducing it there because I have like 2 or 3 characters that would use bows. One of them that does already for sure. So it'd be interesting to add it in there and be like, yeah, arrowless bow. See what happens. Play around with it.
Yeah, fucking
But
do
I want
it.
a table so it's not, so I don't have to come up with everything on the fly. And it'll be mostly good, but a few of them will be funny.
Yeah. Throw the nearest party member has to be in there. I'm sorry.
That's what happens on
Yeah, and that one.
Yeah.
No, on
That
that
will
one,
be
the bow launches
The
forward.
But yeah, on yeah, on a 100, you launch the nearest party member, whatever they are. I launched the strange dragon that seems to have defended us.
When did Bahamut get here?
Yeah, why is Bahamut flying from my bow? Yes, we're back.
One of his golden finches.
Yeah. We are back. So everyone is relaxing a bit too much.
Yeah.
There's not enough relaxing in life.
No. No, the reason for you castrating me here. Yes?
And now Barney will also look over.
All of us
Yeah.
look over to Osa.
Why?
So I'm
Because we
I'm
are
sorry.
here to castrate.
Could you repeat that last word, please? The castrating.
Is this not the right word?
I'm
Oh,
sorry. I think
no,
it's just the
it
babble. The babble
totally
fish is a bit is a bit
the
lost.
right
What is a pebblefish?
I look over to Ozar.
Ozar will be holding a scroll, reminding you of the rules of first contact.
No, I just
It's
no. It's
the right
nothing. It's
word.
nothing. It's just a bit of a language barrier. I don't think it means to me what it means to you. But go on. Yeah, castrating, meeting you, having your company.
My mother's ankles understand this, yes.
I am sure they do.
Kotsky does a quick.
I was
scan of the
desperately
tree.
trying to find a way for you guys to not understand the language and actually feel what it's like to not understand a fucking word. I think I have achieved it.
Can I roll a history to see if I have encountered any such cultures that would have phrased anything in the way that he does?
Or even encountered his mother's ankles. Yes.
Yes.
Mother's ankles
I'm-
are very good at castrating.
Because this does not make sense, and it probably still doesn't make sense to her.
You have never heard of a culture speaking in this manner.
Ah, yes, go on.
Weirdly enough, Bonkers is just assuming, like most things, that he doesn't understand, and that's fine.
The tiny sand pearl is killing my people in small number.
Have we
So-
heard anything from
We-
Curtis
yeah.
that could relate to a sand pearl? Is it a big fucking alien ship or
Creature
something?
is
Or
killing
creature, yeah.
your people.
We call it the Matarid al-Dam. Yes?
Yes.
Huh.
That's what we call it.
I got
as well.
that one. Yes.
My ability to confuse you has clearly worked. Excellent.
Sand pearl.
I'm just writing a script of how to understand you Anunnaki right
No, you just gave me an easier way to pronounce this creature's name, so henceforth I will be calling it the sand pearl.
Doesn't mean it translates the other way.
No, but I will still be calling it that.
You could be calling it Sand Pearl. He won't have a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm not probably going to stay with this man for the next 15 sessions.
Are you not going to get married to this random chieftain?
It wasn't on my agenda, no.
You do seem to like birds. No.
My bosom holder here informed me that you come to offer war.
Yes, we
What
aid in your
Aid.
vanquishing of this creature. Yes.
Do you want me to drop the confusing, or are you enjoying
No, this
I
is
am
greit.
enjoying this.
I am quite enjoying the confusion part. This will probably affect our future gameplay.
Yes. We are at your command, humbly. Whatever war we may provide.
I prostrate myself before you with open mouth. Be thanking you.
You're welcome.
I just nearly cracking.
Keep in mind, we are all supposed to be fairly high at the moment.
Yeah, you really are. So it's
Nothing-
really not gonna
nothing
help.
Would make sense anyway.
No.
Oh, does this mean I'm method acting now?
Yes.
Aren't you always?
Well, usually I'm not this high.
You're high in game and out of game. This is just
Yeah.
confusing in a whole new way. We're breaking the
See?
50th wall, not the fourth wall.
No.
We're breaking the 420th wall.
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
Many of my partners have fallen high in the sand.
I have fell many.
I knew
She fell
you were
in
going to be the one
sand
to say
earlier
something.
today.
She fell in, but she is not leaking.
Oh, well,
I
she
believe
not
you.
anymore.
I am very comfortable with
God's sake.
Mm.
I have a feeling Adam's not paying attention.
No,
it's
he
just more-
is. He's just so terrible.
Okay.
Or Akatsuki is trying her because she already stumbles on the most basic social interactions because she is quite frankly socially reclusive. So she at this point has just checked out because she's like, whatever I say is somehow going to be offensive, somehow going to be wrong. I'm just not speaking.
Somehow going to be racist.
Possibly.
Perhaps with
Well.
your large feet, you could ward these
You see at every
creatures.
comment he makes that doesn't translate. Akatsuki investigates that thing. Like when he said, "My mother's ankles knows this," she starts to look the creature up and down, checking like, do they have their brains in their ankles? Is that why that saying makes sense? And then they're like, large feet. She looks at her feet.
Every word she looks at Ozar as well.
Yeah, and then she looks at her feet and like she's got her fucking beans out, but she looks at her feet and she's like, they're not that big. And then, but yes, so you can tell that she's processing everything being said. She's just not responding.
You
I
know
will
what
say
they
Also,
she's-
say
she's
about
zoinked as
these.
shit at this point. This is the first time she's had any of this.
You know what they say.
So
about
she's
big
riding it out.
feet.
Good body.
Ooh.
They're easy
They-
Anyway.
to milk.
They say the roof tile match the rock. Yes.
Had to do.
I am getting
If
so
the
confused
roof
right now.
tile
But-
Fucker looks
is
down at his
made of rock.
absolutely massive rabbit floppers.
I know. Why is your hand up there?
I actually have a thing that might help us, and it's a forbidden magic thing.
Oh yeah, because
Because-
blood magic is the answer.
No, but I have. Okay, it's called Forbidden Lore. You have advantage on checks to identify unnatural things like curses, undead, or eldritch materials, to name a few. It basically means I get a 1+ to my intelligence and had advantage. Could I try to like identify these the sand pearl to see if like
Matrid Aldam.
yes, to see if like I probably haven't encountered anything like this
You have.
before. But, like,
I'm
if
going
there's
to
any
outright say
history or story
you
or-
have no idea what the Matrid Aldam is.
Yeah, but no, but could I like try to identify where this thing has like come from or like
No.
anything about this creature?
Sorry,
with
no.
my thing?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
You've never come across this culture before or anything about them, so no, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no,
Good
no,
idea,
it's
then.
fair, but I had to ask.
Yeah, it's worth a try. The large feather lady from the far swampy tree tells me that you wish to. I just completely lost that. I just got a look. Tell me that you wish to war against the Matrid Aldam in the Sandlord's blessing.
Yeah.
Even Travis
Yes,
has lost them for a
we
second.
Only in the Sandlord's blessing, of course, but yes.
Where should we look for this? Where should we look for the Sandlord's blessing?
You must look for the wet poet in the close
Muse.
glittering sea.
The close glittering sea of the wet poet.
I am so confused. I wish I was drunk. This would make it so much easier right now.
Can
Me
I
and my
determine?
big
I'm
feet
too
will
logical for
look.
this. Oh god. Can you what? Figure out if the wet poet is dry?
No, I was going to ask if I can figure out if this is the drugs making me confused or if this would have happened no matter what.
I mean, it would have happened no matter what.
Okay.
This is the
This is a
indigenous
guy
culture
not
you've
using
never
the
come
right
across
words.
before. Yeah. He doesn't
Do
understand.
you,
I know, it's like you speaking English sometimes. It's like literal translation.
Are you talking shit about my way of speaking English?
No, I'm really not. But you know what I mean? I know what I mean.
Okay.
He's going very literal and getting it wrong every time.
Yeah, no, it is
you-
like me speaking English. I get what you mean.
do you perhaps have some hair of the creature, or is there something that it has left behind?
He will pass you a drink.
Is that its urine?
No, I think that one's like when you call hair of the dog a drink. I think that's what it came from.
But
We
do
thank
you
you
have-
for your dry excretion.
You are most welcome. But I would like to
I'm having
know
too much
if
fun with this.
you have something in your possession that this creature has left behind in one of its attacks.
The wet poet need nothing.
The wet poet needs nothing, but you see, I am not a wet poet, so I need something.
I'm not a wet poet, so I need something.
Yes.
He will offer you the pipe again.
I mean, thank you very much. But what I am looking for is, and I will turn to Bonkers and whisper, how am I going to say that I need a body part, a lock of hair, a bit of a nail, or something close so I can cast scrying and find out where it is?
Come on, Travis, try and figure this out in this chaos of how you say that.
I think we need to just look for it ourselves. It's probably left remnants behind if we know where it was at one point in time. So I think it'd be better to find where it was last and follow it from there.
Okay.
And maybe you'll get lucky and find a claw or a nail or a scale or whatever it has.
Perception
a
check,
hair.
everyone.
Perception check. Is this something I'm hearing or seeing?
Hearing.
And then advantage. 23.
Is this the right one? No, it's not the right one.
Are you hearing the creature?
Uh,
19.
you hear almost rabid footsteps running towards the hut, and shortly after you hear a banging on the door.
And in your freaked out, drugged out mind,
It sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
Um,
and Bonnie will take one more hit of the pipe before she passes it to Bonkers.
As she was about to pass it to Bonkers, the doors burst open and a Ananani covered in blood, can't tell if it's his own or someone else's, will burst in and prostrate himself on the floor in exhaustion.
I will.
And the last things he utters before he loses consciousness, Mata! And then
I will walk over to the Anunani and I will. Give me a second.
This is the bloody Ananani.
I almost clicked the wrong spell.
Fireball!
I almost clicked Burning Hands.
That would have been a whole different scenario going on there, wouldn't it?
I am
Misfire.
alleviating a little of his pain and maybe bringing him back to consciousness.
It will take a while to have any kind of effect on him, but slowly he will sort of rouse and move a bit. Won't say anything as of yet.
I think. Ooh.
The elder will obviously, at this point, be walking towards.
I think if he's getting up, I am immediately going out the front door and seeing just a few feet out the door, and I'm gonna take
Not
a rabbit
trails.
hop. I'm gonna take a rabbit hop 25 feet up into the air and see what I can see around, if I can see where this is coming from. Because I'm assuming that there was a Majorida Aldam attack recently.
That's 25 feet. That's not enough to see outside the city, though.
Yeah, I would see in the city though, at least.
Yeah, perception.
Absolute. It's not my greatest, but it's not too bad. 21. Wow.
You can see a string of people that he's clearly pushed through, and a trail of blood leading through the city from the front gates.
Gates. All right. So Bonnie, I help him what you can, but I think we have a lead. I think we might have that lead that you were looking for.
As this is going on, the elder will walk forward with a small dagger, and this is the only thing you understand that he says perfectly. The Sandlord taketh and the Sandlord giveth, and he will stab it straight through the other Ananani's skull.
I mean, that's sort of a waste. I whispered to Bonkers.
Not our culture.
I guess culture. That's
Akatsuki is
our-
holding her hand firmly on her blade.
And he will collect the liquid which seems to be emanating from his skull, which is clear and amber coloured.
You are.
No!
Yes!
Have we been drinking brain juice?
Have they been drinking brain juice?
How would you like to ascertain that?
I mean, Bonnie wouldn't really care if she drank brain juice or
I'd
not.
like to
I'm
smell.
not a vegan.
I'd like to smell the
Perception.
yeah, and see if it matches with what we drank. Oh, it does, doesn't it? With a
The
26.
smell in the room has not changed.
As in, it's the same smell as the tea had.
Yes.
It's the same smell as the body's making.
Yes.
Akatsuki closes back. She like lifted her blade out of the hilt by like an inch, and she clicks it closed again. And she will stumblingly, because she's high as a fucking kite, get out
Just leave.
I do have one
And she
question.
just stands there with that 1,000-yard stare, and you can just tell that she saw something she didn't want to see.
I have one question because we've been here for a while now.
Yes.
And not done anything very straining at all. Have we been here long enough for this to count as a long rest?
Yes.
Great. That means I have enough spell slots to cast Lesser Restoration on me and Bonkers to clear our minds.
Kamo-chan,
Yeah. What? Oh, everything feels.
please,
Yeah,
please
here
tell
it
me, please, and Bonnie,
Yeah.
please tell me that you caught more of that than I did. I have been battling demons in my mind for the past.
Strange.
When did we smoke that pipe?
As this is happening, you can hear the elder going between the body and a large vessel in the middle of the room, and pouring from the, collecting from the body. You hear drips, and then you can hear the pouring into the vessel behind you.
Akatsuki has super sensitive hearing because she's a fox, so
I-
she's hearing the the pouring into the into a cup. So you just see Akatsuki going,
As this is happening, the body is just kind of collapsing in on itself.
I also cast a Lesser Restoration on Akatsuki.
which will immediately bring her back to herself, and she will find a bush and throw up.
I mean, some people can't handle
Excuse
their
me.
brain juice.
I'm gonna dip very slightly back in the room, glance at Ambassador Ozar, and just point and then dip back out. I
He
don't
will
know
put
how
his
to
arm
politely
across his
excuse myself.
chest, and he will also gesture towards Talia as if time to leave, kind of thing.
She will
Yeah.
return.
Also?
Okay.
Yes.
Something,
Oh,
something. Pearl of Sands Desert.
He will put his hand on your
Uh,
knee and gesturing to leave.
Okay, let's go for a hunt. I feel
Yeah,
refreshed.
let's go.
Talia will like
Let's
stand up with
follow
like
the trail of blood.
and we
Mingy.
walk in slow mo like in an action movie where everyone's lined up.
Talia
With
will what?
Akatsuki a bit of puke on her mouth.
Akatsuki like,
Talia will what?
Talia will stand up with like an exasperation, like, ugh. Like she was very comfortable sitting in this lovely couch. It's probably very comfortable, and she would have loved to sit it for 10 more minutes, but like, no. So she's like, ugh.
And Talia's
standing up
completely
and,
unfazed because they used to sacrifice people to her. So
exactly. So like, she's just, ugh. Do we need to stand up now?
none of this really phases her.
And,
Come on.
Which direction was it? Was it this direction or this direction?
It was this direction.
What?
Top
I don't
right.
see the ping. Top. Let me zoom out further.
Focus ping. Oh, up there.
up there.
Okay, cool.
So all of us
so yeah.
in slow mo turn back around, and we continue our slow mo walk the other way.
Bonnie walks around the entire oasis now.
Bonkers isn't slow mo. I imagine Bonkers is going quite quickly. So
Yeah,
I'm
me
going to be
too.
leading the charge in front of everybody else because this is literally what we're
Oh.
here for, and he's had enough relaxation, and he's no longer having Feywild pea brain juice. I don't know.
Brain juice.
I love how Alda was deeply horrified by that as a person.
It makes sense.
Completely normal for everyone else.
Of course.
I think Bonkers is just so used to being lost and so used to he's traveled a lot, and he's also grown up in the circus. Like, things are weird. It's fine. Whatever.
Drinking people may be less weird to him.
It's like the opposite for
Less
Akatsuki.
weird.
She's usually quite attentive, but like now, drugs and brain tea, so she's totally lost.
Oh, it wasn't just brain; it was the whole body.
Lovely. It was lovely.
Cerebrospinal tea.
Yeah.
Waste not, want not.
Exactly. It's liquid on a land with no liquid.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, there is
so
liquid. It just
I am just
Lizam
following.
Al-Karim. Lizam Al-Karim.
At this point, Ozar will ask you to please excuse the local custom. They are not
Oh,
a
yeah,
waste
so
for the
everything
people.
was,
Katsuki drying
was
off
a
the last bit of vomit.
lovely
It's
This
fine.
the strange bit of
fine.
carrot that seems to have appeared from nowhere.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was
no,
lovely. I love the hospitality.
She probably threw up a little bit extra because she threw up and the bile was amber colored and probably just made it worse.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was
I will
definitely
cast,
a new experience. We'll put it that way. But
I will cast
we got things to do.
guidance on Akatsuki so she braces herself better.
Okay.
Oh no, Akatsuki, come on, you got to pull this together. And I'm going to use panache
Oh,
To just charm me into
into
pulling
getting
myself.
your shit together. Come on,
hey,
we got
you
things
do.
to do.
To be fair, you do have guidance, but I don't think a D4 will help an 8.
Yeah.
Well, it was better than what my idea was.
What was your idea? What was yours?
Well, my best suggestion was to cast catapult on her puke to make it go back.
Oh, yeah. Into your mouth again.
Return
Wait,
from whence you came.
You
Let's
don't
go with
spill
the-
fluids here.
Let's go with Bonker's idea. That sounds more reasonable.
You're wasting precious water.
Yeah,
Which
Akatsuki
is a
suddenly,
sentence I never thought I would say.
Akatsuki suddenly like at attention. Yes, first mate.
Come on, I knew you. We can deal with this later. Come on.
I know there are
Um,
strange things going on, but you have a lead, but the people of this place may still hold something for you.
I mean, what they hold for us is of little importance when their people are dying outside the gates.
Indeed, perhaps you should leave the city
And Bonnie
search the
keeps on
sands.
walking.
Ozar, what would you have us do? Would you like us to pursue this lead at the moment, or should we hold off for some reason? Is there a reason
I
we
am
shouldn't
merely
go?
here as a conduit. I offer option, not solution.
Understandable.
What is your option then?
You could
if it-
search further in the city for more information or follow this more active lead.
I'm all for the active deed.
I see the wisdom in
He said
gathering
lead,
better
not deed.
information, but we do have an active lead right now, so I think we need to pursue this as far as we can safely.
You know what I smell here, out of character. You know
Bullshit.
what I smell here.
I don't know. Hopefully not toad.
Brains.
Let's split the
V.
party.
I mean, sure, whatever.
Because I am down to go because like if you Alex as a DM are offering two possible options now, I would just love to if someone wants to go with me, I'm down to go down the other route and then have someone else do the active route.
I'm a minotaur. Of course, I want to hunt.
Yeah, I don't think Talia does it that way, so she's more of a passive person.
Passive person. She doesn't know violence.
No, but what I'm saying, if someone else would love to go with me, we could ask around to see if we can find anything that could help us with this, other than just actively chasing the sound.
I mean,
How does everyone wants to go with the sound?
I'm
we are
I'm going
currently-
with the sand.
Yes.
Okay,
Akatsuki
Fine,
does
okay,
whatever
everyone-
Bonkers does at this point.
Yeah.
fine, I'll join you guys. I will not be mean.
Yeah. Don't die on 2 hills today.
No, I won't.
Only 1 hill per day. Okay.
I was
Only-
curious though.
I mean, there is curiosity. The main point of curiosity you'll get is there is a story that they would tell you.
Yeah.
We can
I would love
make
to
our
hear the
own
story.
story.
As I said in character as Bonkers, I think there is wisdom in staying behind, but we have an active lead right now, so I think
Yeah.
I'm hesitating for a second, going,
Um,
I don't think the information's worth losing the trail, and Bonkers is just going to take off. Come on, guys.
Yes, Comic
Who's with me?
Yes, first mates.
Yes. And also, I do have advantage on survival checks for tracking. since I'm a Minotaur.
Indeed, you do.
Indeed, you.
So
How tall were the city walls again? Remind me.
About 10 to 15 feet.
10 to 15 feet. Okay, so as we get close to the city walls, I will again take another rabbit hop.
They are a wooden.
Um,
They are wooden palisade walls. So
I mean,
Rabito.
10. Bunkers, stand on my shoulders, and then you'll get another 8 feet higher.
All right, cool. And he's just gonna scramble up and jump off Bonnie's back and go. At this point, about almost 35 feet into the air.
okay.
And
Okay,
just
I-
again take a look
and-
and see if I can see. This is as we are running to the gates and to the outer wall. I'm trying to keep as much eyesight as I can on whatever's going on.
And then you glide down with your new wingsuit.
I don't think we've
Uh-huh,
officially finished those yet.
Okay, fair.
I know what you're gonna say.
I was going to say that if and when the party leaves, Talia will cast Call of the World Serpent and she will send him with the party. But she will herself stay behind to figure out the eventual story, because I'm just
I'm just gonna
that way
tell.
as well.
I'm just gonna tell you all.
yeah,
of
but
it, so.
to make it a proper thing, like she will send Jormungandr with the party, and that
Terrifying.
is basically, yeah, Jormungandr and Talia are telepathic, so she will figure out and know where they are going
So
and catch up with them.
for the sake of brevity, we'll deal with the story first, so you guys can just catch up and be the same point. So Talia will come across a individual walking around the city. The rest of you will see him, but you won't really pay him much mind. Who looks like this? Seems to be some form of priest. So of course Talia would find him.
Yes. From one priest to another.
Heed the tale of the stalker, whispered through the sands by the elders of our tribe. In the heart of our desert home, when the moon casts its silver glow upon the dunes, where there lurks a shadow of ancient dread, a creature born of darkness and moonlight, the Matarid Aldam. Long ago, when our people were but nomads, wandering the celestial plains in search of spice and solace, we encountered the Bloodstalker for the first time. To emerge from the depths of the desert, a spectre of haunting, terrible dreams of the unsuspecting, its crimson eyes gleaming with unsatiable hunger. Our ancestors, wise in the ways of the desert, recognized the signs of an ancient evil and heeded their warnings. They learned to navigate the sands with caution, for the Matarid was said to prey upon those who strayed too far from the safety of the tribe. As generations passed, the legends have grown, whispered around campfires beneath the skies. Mothers hushed their children with tales of the creature, weaving cautions of those who dared to venture into the desert alone, never to return. When we Anunnaki adorned our homes with the symbols of protection, warding off the malevolent gaze of the Matarid Aldam. With our charms and rituals through the ages, we marked our territory with sacred stones, warning outsiders of the dangers that lurked in the shifting sands. But still, the creature persists, a relentless force of nature bound to the moonlit desert by a tether we know not. It dwells in a labyrinth of tunnels beneath the dunes, emerging only over the cover of darkness to hunt its prey. And so we live in fear of it, our lives governed by an ebb and flow of its cycle. But a small flickering flame is in the darkness, for we believe in the power of unity and the strength of community. It has made us strong and against the adversity of our surroundings. We stand together against it, bound by purpose, and we will reclaim our home. Matterid seemed to have vanished, but has now returned. Something has roused it. We have no hope but to overcome the challenges before us. May the Sand Lord guide us all. Yes, I will
Anyone
pay
of
So,
you?
it's a big
Any-
sand monster.
I was going to say, anyone of you ever heard of a? Oh, what do you call it in your tongue? A Feyrim?
No.
No, it's just I don't know. It just sounds a bit like one. It's
I was assuming it's a worm.
Yes,
I was
no,
that
assuming
is-
it's killable.
that is what a Feyrim is.
Killable.
But I think this is just probably this world's closest
Afraid.
approximation. I'm sorry, sir, priest, Sama.
Sir priest.
Maybe Talia addressing him. Remember?
Yeah,
We're
he's
not
only,
there.
he's only
Yeah,
talking
we
to Talia.
not
You
there.
Oh,
guys
it's
are
only
talking
Talia
at
that
this
had
point.
him. It's only Talia.
We
I thought.
ran.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
I
guys
assume
ran
she was
off.
relaying it to us over our intercoms.
I
Well,
thought it was. I thought it was when we
she-
left. When we left the.
Yeah, but like you would have heard her, like, because she and the serpent has telepathic links, so I assume the serpent would have been retelling you guys the story. But the conversation you're having, you can have amongst yourselves, as Talia is hearing it. But Talia is the one with the guy, so but you will still hear the conversation happening through the serpent because telepathic link with the world serpent is amazing.
One world serpent, not the world serpent.
Jormungandr.
Hey, it's the most important one, so it doesn't matter.
Yeoman Jr.
I mean,
Yorman-chan. Thank you, Yorman-chan. Could you ask Talia to ask him how big this is?
Interesting story. How approximately big is this creature in the legend?
It stands as tall as 2 men, as wide as 2, and shifts in the sands like a creature of darkness.
Oh my god, it is a Feyrim. Oh my gods, it is a Feyrim. I mean,
Oh my non-specific deities.
oh my,
Nobody will
literally.
side-eye you when you say one god. Like there's not.
Oh
more
my
than
8
one.
million. Oh my 8 million gods.
Whatever.
That is
Oh,
the act-
whatever deity is listening.
Like Akatsuki genuinely follows the pantheon of the 8 million gods. That is what the pantheon of Wa is.
Yeah.
I will ask mechanically speaking. Did Akatsuki give Bonkers the rifle already? Was that one of the first? Because I know we discussed it over table, but we
it would've
never really
been-
talked about it.
It would have been one of the things like as soon as we saw each other again, you would have got the rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, weapon.
That's what I was thinking. I just wanted to
Arm
clarify
stealing.
it. And did that count enough of a short rest to attune to it, Alex?
We count it as a long rest, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So
specified
I
that
have
it was
attuned to it.
long.
I thought so. I just wanted to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah, reasonable.
Or else you would still be high as a kite.
That's true. Actually, I was not actually all that high because I was mostly just like being back at the Feywild. the dancing creatures were new. Bonkers has probably dabbled in substances before.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. Even a second.
Mister, I do have one last question.
Yes, my child.
Is it edible?
In the legends, does it say anything
happy.
about how to defeat the creature?
The legends speak of no such thing. The creature has been and will always be.
Not
Hearing
something
that,
I'd-
Bonkers is just gonna be pulling out the new rifle and just saying, "Well, we'll see about that."
See if it holds up to a Death Star and a sun.
Not something 10 fireballs can't fix.
We'll try.
Oh yeah, this is the rifle. If you don't know the image, by the way.
Ooh, that's so good. I'm gonna have to draw Bonkers. I'm gonna have to draw Bonkers as this because he just got a new rifle. He just got his new like fur-lined cape. He just got his new goggles, so he just looks like a desert hunter. He is ready to murder something out here.
Bonkers are going to be taking the rifle.
Well, no, you. if the intrusive thoughts win.
You see
He's gonna be like,
Bonkers
oh, I saw this on a
30
holotape
feet
once.
up in the air, just aiming.
I could technically do that. I could technically jump 25 feet in the air. Then, wait, no, never mind. I can't. I can't use both of those things at the same time. I could
You
jump
do have
25 feet
two
in the air. and
actions.
shoot.
Akatsuki could learn Featherfall.
I have one ability that I have that relies on me not moving, to gain advantage on an
Great.
attack.
Aina,
you
is
very much
Talia catching up at
moving
this
while
point?
you're falling.
Okay. Are we able to follow the trail of destruction to some reasonable degree?
Shortly after you leave the city, you see a group of about what you presume to be at least 6 dead Anunnaki on the floor.
Oh, more brain juice.
That's not our problem right now.
No, I mean, it's not our problem, but you know, maybe later.
Good for them. Maybe.
But do we see some tracks in the sand? Something that indicates that the creature has been here?
Investigation. The dead bodies kind of tell you.
Corpses.
I mean,
I
survival
actually-
for tracking?
Aina?
I was just gonna say I actually do have a question relating to what Lars just did. So, but we can deal with what Lars does first.
Okay.
I mean,
I
tracking
will also
someone should
say-
be survival.
I will add to that I'm also looking around specifically because I heard the individual talking with Talia speaking of tunnels. I'm going to be looking for tunnels into a labyrinth under the sands. So I'm going to see if there's any kind of openings or crevices or caves helping out Bonnie.
Well, actually, when you said that, Travis, I'm so sorry, Lars. But my question was actually to ask this guy because the story told about their ancestors learning to navigate the sands, which means that in what the
Fremen way.
ancestors knew, somewhat knew how the tunnels looked like, or like something of that sort. If either he knows about some place we can find out like the layers of the sands that the ancestors used to navigate with.
Okay. His answer will be the sands shift and change, but the devil hides among them.
I would actually cast Thermagy and cause a harmless tremor in the ground 30 feet away from us.
Lisan Al-Gharib.
I'm going by sandworm rules. I am sorry, but I am in tune.
Akatsuki will feel the tremor and will pull out her longbow.
Bonkers already has his rifle on his shoulder.
I am
Ready.
holding my book.
I am finding Jormungandr's stats.
Are you indeed? No one's arachnophobic, are you?
Luckily,
Well,
no.
No.
Thank
Not
fuck for
really.
that.
I love spiders.
Emerging from
Not a huge fan, but
the
not a
ground
They're
seems to be creatures with strange blue carapace. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Do we have another map for this as well?
Yep, I'm about to move you.
15.
Huh?
You wanted to send the rest.
16.2.
Oh, hold on.
okay.
I didn't click the thing.
30. Bonkers
I
can
didn't
go
click
2 times before I go.
I don't remember the exact details, but we had determined if Bonkers gets high enough in advance, I get an extra bonus action. I think that's what we had come to the conclusion of. It was something like by 10 past the highest initiative roll or something like that.
So far, you're nailing it.
So
It's
far,
literally
you're
never come up because a lot of the times there's been a Katsuki right behind me.
yeah.
Or in front
so
of
far
me
you're
occasionally.
but actually you're 13.8 ahead of Akatsuki right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
15
I
ahead
rolled
of Bonnie.
15.
Oh my god, the last frigging combat encounter we had, the pirates were still alive.
Yes. They wasn't
In the
alive
turn order, I
after
assume.
the combat encounter.
Oh. I don't have a stat sheet for Jormungandr, I think, because I haven't used him actively in battle.
Oh.
Good for you.
So I don't actually have a
Just-
stat block for him.
You can. I'm pretty sure Jormungandr has a stat block somewhere.
Yeah, I did
You can
try
use
and
that.
Google Jormungandr D&D.
Yeah,
What
but it's not
rough-
it's not full Jormungandr though, is it?
No, it's just a
Maybe
fragment
Jormungandr.
of his soul.
It's for Junior Gander.
Would it be
Why
something
did
Yeah.
you roll
like spirit?
Oh, that's Malkit.
It is a CR15. You summon Jormungandr's fragment CR15. It appears in an unoccupied space, which I did. And then it does appear friendly to you and your companions for the duration of the summoning. Roll initiative for blah blah blah. It does have it also. So it does obey any verbal or telepathic commands that you issue to it. And then
Yes,
there's a whole nother paragraph of shit it does.
I'm working on it.
And it is a
Yeah.
real world serpent soul materialized in a physical body.
Also, Travis.
Hmm.
I don't think if you took Cassius with you, but
I
he's your
did, I'm-
character there.
Pulling up his stat sheet right now. It's just gonna take me a minute because I don't have it pulled up all the time.
Incoming Ina.
What? You don't?
Incoming.
Pull up a second
Continue.
campaign.
Okay. Which means
Spelljammer view campaign.
Right, while you're doing that, I'm gonna quickly go to the toilet.
Hey,
how
there,
the fuck
Jocko.
just one roll initiative on like what is it affected by? Is it like
It's dexterity.
There's
is
Cassius.
Dex? But is it like
If you don't have a specific initiative, it is your dexterity modifier.
Correct.
okay? So a +1 then.
Mhm.
Well, wait.
Because
no,
initiative
but
is a
that-
measure of
no, I mean,
initiative is a measure of how
+3.
quick initiative is a measure of how quick you are
Yeah.
in terms of when you act in
Okay.
combat, and that's your dexterity.
Okay, so a D20 with a 9.
No, that's
plus-
that's a 0 for Cassius. He's not interested at all.
He is not. He is not the wiry character that Bonkers is.
Nice one, Cassius.
That's a plain 0.
I feel like this is like a game achievement moment where I got both the highest and the lowest initiative.
Jormungandr Toll.
Yes, that is his.
That's his initiative, yes.
Yes.
Yes, something
Not
like
that
that.
You
No,
don't
I was-
you don't
no,
add
I was-
you
I-
don't
I-
add a condition of ownership on the word his. His in itself is a condition of
No,
ownership.
I was trying to say his
You're not,
initiative roll.
and you're not stuttering like your father, so
You just
I
slipped into
am-
snake
it's-
mode for a
I
minute.
it's
am
not like going-
stuttering just
it's-
like
I
my
will-
father. Thank you very much.
I will also proprietate the fact that in Norwegian, Hanses is also not grammatically correct.
No, I would have said hosses. So
Hosses?
S. Yes, hosses.
Hass add Hans.
Yeah, but like Hansens, alltså the nej, hosses.
No, that's
Yes.
I am literally a Norwegian teacher.
Yes, but like
doesn't mean you have to be right, Auden.
no, exactly. Wait, are you
Teachers
agreeing
can
with me?
be wrong, but in this case, you're right.
What did you say?
Uh,
Would you say
Okay,
Aina?
never mind. No, never mind. I was questioning whether Lars was agreeing with me.
No,
was a
I'm
new
not
thing.
agreeing
Yeah,
with
no,
you.
yeah, it sounded like you did for a.
No, I
good
like
half
to
there,
keep
and
you on your toes.
Oh, well,
I'm sorry,
yes.
but I am
Okay.
agreeing with the Norwegian teacher at Antics.
It's because you all don't live in Trøndelag.
It's because we
Hot
know
sisters?
Norwegian.
I can guarantee you is not something they say in Trøndelag.
No, they do. It's because I live here. I say that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Are we all
Okay, anyway.
What's Talia's initiative?
Well, Talia is not there
She's not
yet,
there.
so she
You were.
would
You caught up,
probably.
didn't you?
No, well, I didn't specifically say so. And
What is Jormungandr's Junior's initiative?
12.
12.
It's in the chat. 12.
Yeah.
Junior
Yeah.
Gander.
And
Junior Gander is 12.
What was Cassius?
Zero.
Cassius is 0. I marked it, and it's already in the thing for
It
Cassius.
actually is 0. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. He has a -1 and
And-
rolled a nat 1.
And I have a 50.
I forgot to add bonkers, but his is a 30. I didn't click it right, but it's a 30. It's surprising no one.
Grand Junior Mangander.
The
Yeah.
sad thing is, what did I roll on bonkers? Was that an 11? That was an 11 that I rolled naturally.
I don't know when you want Talia
Jeez.
to join in, but she would have asked those 2 questions and then ran after the party, so she
Yeah.
would probably be like
Ooh,
behind
man.
by like 20, 30 seconds or something.
You needed to
Oh, no,
hear
no,
out the
not-
whole
no.
story first.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, wait, I heard the whole story first, so probably like 2 minutes behind them, so.
So emerging from the sand are 4 creatures which look like this.
Ooh,
Ah.
Chris
I mean, they
Alien
do
is not
have
good.
8 legs. So
Yeah,
And
technically,
eyes.
Technically,
Scorpions
arachnids.
are arachnids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scorpions
yeah, they
are
are.
in the arachnid.
And I
Yes.
get visuals.
Yeah. And now it's only Jormungandr on the.
Alex is setting it all up, I'm sure.
Yes.
Oh, I thought all of you was there already. Sorry.
No.
yeah, it's all black for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, no,
there
I
is-
thought it
Just
was
switch to the
only
map.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
Alex
it
is
was
setting it
only
up.
me
What
that
do you mean it's
Because
all
it
black
looked
for all
like
of you?
the-
You should be able to see there.
No, we only
No,
see like
no.
this
The 5 feet
circles
around.
around us.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I
You
don't
need
see
to be
anything
on the
either.
right. Over here. Zoom out.
Yeah, no, I see the ping. I don't see what you're pinging.
Yeah,
you're not on the map.
I
Akat's
tried
just
to-
standing there,
yeah, I tried to select the entire map, and there's no tokens.
and Malkin
I have
stands
control
there.
of.
I'm so glad.
Oh, I
it's not
see,
on
I
me.
see, I see. Yes, yes.
Some
All the
reason
way
your-
on the
some,
left.
some reason your tokens have no vision.
I can find my seat. This is a fucking big map.
Oh,
Ah, yes, I have dark vision too.
It's the shifting sands, of course it's a big
Oh,
map.
it's because the map is huge.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
map
Yeah.
is
So,
huge.
so this counts as 20 feet. So my dark vision is correct. It's just very small.
Yes.
Well,
I'm not entirely sure if it's dark here. And why are you moving around clearing the map out?
So I
if
can
we're
see.
not supposed to.
So I can
if
see
we're
this
not
far.
if we're not supposed to see anything.
Is it dark?
Oh,
I
wow.
thought it was light.
Yes, it is night.
Shit.
Did you not listen
Alright.
to the story?
But I do have 60 feet of dark vision.
You
I
want
have
you want
120 as
I-
him.
Just wait until it's my turn and it's not dark anymore.
There we go. Thank you.
happy now, bitch?
Yes.
I will be more happy when we get on the turn order.
You are on the fucking turn order for me.
Alex has that.
I am not.
I
Yeah,
don't
we're
give a
not on
shit
our
if you're
side.
if you're not. I don't give a shit. I can see it.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
you have to tell me when it's
I
my
will.
turn.
Know your place, bitch.
Never.
What was that? Oh,
You newly drunk.
so yes. I need to roll for them.
One of them critted.
Vi snakker om det fullkomne.
Curious if that crit will be bonkers or not.
No,
Because it's
let's
very
I-
possible.
Hope not. I really hope they don't have a
Plus 10? It's
plus
viable.
10.
It's
I mean,
not
they,
common, but it's possible.
they don't.
I mean, it's very uncommon for things to have 30. in
Bonkers is
dexterity.
first in initiative. Not that he can see
Surprising
what
no
he's
one.
hitting, really, but
To the
I
shock
do have
of
I have 60 feet of dark vision now with,
I mean,
with my new goggles.
I don't think 6 is gonna help you much. But hey, let's give it to you anyway.
I will
That's
make
60
things
feet.
better.
Yeah, I was gonna say this map is really confusing me because the scale is 10
It's
feet per
big.
square, 20 feet per square,
It is.
but that like completely changes how the game is played.
Fine, I will change it to 5 if it makes people happy.
I'm just trying to understand.
It just means for every square you're walking.
There.
Oh god, now I see everything. Well, mostly everything.
There.
Yeah, no.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
I don't-
no,
what's-
that
what's
makes
their
more
health?
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
let me
that's
see.
normal grids, yeah.
Okay, normal grid. Let's see. So I'm seeing these guys. Are they coming out of the sand? Is that what they do?
They have come out of the sand, yes.
They have come out of the sand. Okay. Let's see. So I think I am going to.
That was their surprise action, so.
Oh,
Okay. Does it come into effect? Because I have alert. I can't be surprised. Does that change anything?
No, it doesn't.
Because they didn't actually do a full like surprise round.
No, it was just them moving into.
Okay.
They were like, hey, we here.
Yeah. Let's see. So for this, I was already ready with the rifle, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fall back about 5 or 10 feet. I can't really do that on the map as it is currently, but I'm going to back up just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I am not going to do that. I am going to just... I meant to be next to Bonnie, because we were having the discussion. But that's fine on the map as well. I'm going to brace myself with the rifle, so I'm going to take a bonus action to steady my aim.
But are you going to use me as
I was-
a ladder again?
I was going to use you and brace up against you in order to take the shot for bracing.
What a
but
shame
I
she's
can-
not next to you.
Yeah, I don't have to. I still can brace up against
it's
literally
like High School of
anything.
the Dead, where it's like you place the fucking sniper rifle on the horns to steady it.
I was thinking about it.
We could probably
Um,
make you, like...
So I'm going to use steady aim, which gives myself advantage on the next attack action that I take, and reduces my movement to 0 for that turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brace up and take a shot against. What does this new rifle do? I don't know. I'm gonna go into a blind. I'm gonna take a shot against the closest one here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna whip out I'm not even gonna whip it out. I already had it here, so I'm just gonna drop it, steady, boom, fire off a rifle shot. Let me roll that, and it would be with advantage. Why is it not giving me my proficiency on it? Because it should
Because you didn't add it when you made the weapon.
He didn't make the weapon.
Most likely.
Yeah, Auden made the weapon, but I
it's-
should have proficiency on it.
Yeah,
so it's a-
you...
It's considered
Well, when
hunting
you
rifle, but I think
make-
D&D Beyond is a bit weird with firearms. So hunting rifles don't give you proficiency when you have firearms proficiency, but
yeah, they're
same fucking shit.
yeah. That's
Just
probably what
add
it is.
the +5 or something.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm just gonna figure out what the actual basic roll.
Either way,
is.
when you attune, you became proficient.
Let's see. Does the rifle have any bonuses itself? It looks like it's just a standard rifle. It doesn't have any magical pluses to hit, so it's just going to be a +10 for me to hit. So I'm going to roll the crossbow instead. but it would be with advantage.
I've given you
So it'd
proficiency
be-
of a hunting rifle now.
Would a 22 hit?
Well, normally it would, but please roll a dexterity saving throw.
It does state that on a hit you can.
Fuck!
deal-
What happened to
and it-
bonkers?
He's
Let me
great.
see. What is it to avoid?
As your shot hits the carapace of the creature, it is reflected back at you.
Okay.
As in the round or the light?
The shot.
So to avoid, would this count as a trap or hazard where I would get advantage on that dex save?
No.
Okay, then that was just a terrible roll on my part. You know what? I'm gonna spend my inspiration to re-roll that for a 20.
Is enough. The shot will fire just past you and miss you slightly and singe the ground, turning some of the sand into glass.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say what it does is
Yeah, it's on a hit. You can do another 2d6 radiant with a dex save.
yeah, but it wouldn't have technically hit because they reflected it back. Cool. So that's my entire turn.
Malkin.
I could technically take another shot, but it wouldn't matter.
Wait, let me look at that picture of them again, just to be sure. Exactly how many eyes does it have?
I believe it had 2.
I mean, from the picture, it's difficult to tell.
Yeah, well, it has eyes, and Malkin will make eye contact with said eyes to this one, which is closest to her and Bonnie and Akatsuki, really. And Malkin will invoke the Petrifying Gaze.
Which is a con save?
It's a con save.
I succeed.
You succeed on DC 15. Yep. That was a action. Not great. She's a bit miffed about that. And will then take her next action. Does she have 2 attacks per action? She does. Okay, cool. Sure, cool. That means she will be using her bow. She'll do one normal shot first. It's an 18 on, again, this closest one.
Is a miss, I'm afraid.
Is a miss. That is fine. That, however, does leave her with her second action. Upon firing her second shot, or second attack, on her second shot, she will actually imbue that with Conjure Barrage. And Conjure Barrage has a spherical range of, no, 60-foot cone, actually. Which means, exactly what can she hit with a 60-foot cone?
Bonnie.
She can hit a lot.
Including Bonnie.
Including Bonnie. She can hit all 3 of those.
And Bonnie.
And Bonnie. Can she, being a dexterous ranger as she is, just kind of drop down and fire that first shot in between Bonnie's legs so that the spread of the barrage only happens after it's come past Bonnie?
You'll have to re-roll it and take the lower result.
That's fine. Okay, so she's gonna... Is Conjure Barrage a roll or is it barrage? It's a dex save. So
Yeah.
technically that does just mean that Bonnie can do a dex save against it.
Yeah, you're also rolling with disadvantage.
Not great. It's
Okay,
not
so
great for a cleric to do a dex.
Yeah, I mean, no.
let's hope for the best. Okay, so her second shot, she's trying to avoid Bonnie, but obviously that's up to Bonnie to actually avoid being shot. So she's going to drop down. She goes, "Watch out!" and she's just going to shoot it off.
Bonnie is going to watch out.
That was not a shot, that was a dex save, Alden.
Yeah, that's what the Conjure Barrage is.
Yeah, I need you to make... I said a way to make you a second shot with take the lower result.
Her second shot is the
Yeah,
Conjure
I know,
Barrage.
but you've already rolled to hit once. I want you to roll to hit again and take the lower result.
Okay. That's a 14.
14 is going to be a miss. However, Bonnie, deck save. Can you make a 14?
No, I can't.
So, can you please roll the damage of that barrage?
The barrage is 14 damage, actually. There's a lot of 14s here.
So, Bonnie will take 28 points of damage.
28?
What do you mean 28?
14. Oh no, sorry, 14. I'm reading two
Yeah.
14s for some reason. So 14 points of damage.
But these
I will side eye Malkin.
these three have to make the deck save, though.
Oh, I know.
I am assuming they have better shots on it than I do.
They make the deck save.
God
I
damn
rolled
it.
two
That's only
17s.
That's only 2. The last one? Can the last one roll a 1?
I mean, it still beat your DC.
Shit. And that would be... Does Malkin have any bonus actions? Yes, she does.
Why was there a cross on the Union Grande?
You will see. You will see. Fucking Malkin looks up at you, gets that side eye from you, and she will use her bonus action to vanish.
This snake.
So she just like slithers away.
And I will literally say, this snake under my breath.
Which brings me to my first Crystal Scorpion.
Is it? Or is it
No, no, it's the first Crystal Scorpion because it has a 22 in initiative.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yes. Yes, it does.
He had...
No, it was Malkin had 23. Akatsuki has 16.
Yeah,
He will
you
move
only have
forward, and the
16.
first things he's going to attack is Bonkers, and then Junior Gander.
Junior Gander.
So it's going to attack Bonkers with its sting, or attempt to.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
Woo!
That's a
It's a
miss.
natural
right?
one.
Why
It
does
doesn't
it
even
have
matter.
plus 12?
It's a nat one.
It is indeed.
It
That's a
gets a
plus
lingering
12.
injury.
So that would be piercing.
Does it sting itself?
Kind of funny.
No, it gives itself organ damage.
God, this poor creature.
Every time
Like
I
on the
attempt
last-
to,
on
every
the
time
last-
I attempt an action in combat, I must make a Constitution saving throw. If I fail, I don't make the action.
Oh,
Ooh.
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 So I imagine that on the last creepy crawly skittering it did, it like slightly stumbled and then just stuck itself.
Or it fell on my extremely hot rifle barrel.
Well, I made the save, so he don't like that, so he's going to attack you with its claws. I've already made the save, so that's a 24 to hit Bonkers,
Like- The hit bonk 24 definitely hits, yeah.
which is
These have plus 12s to attack? I guess that's about
Yeah.
what that makes sense.
when a 13 is a 1, then yes.
so that's 21 points of bludgeoning damage. And can you please make a dexterity save to escape being grappled?
Let's see how that works.
You absolutely
25.
can make a dexterity save to escape being grappled. It will attempt to attack Junior Gander if it can. It can. Does it's not quite a 30. It's a 28. Does a 28 hit Junior Gander?
Yes.
Uganda?
Uganda?
Does it hit Uganda?
Well, I don't know if
It
it's
is the way.
Gander, but it definitely hits Jormungandr.
Union Grande.
That's 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
It is terrifying when
Which
people
is
ping
8
up here because I can't see
for
what's
him.
up there.
Can Junior Gander please make a dexterity saving throw against being grappled?
That is a +3, so d20 plus, so 13, 14, 15.
Junior Gander is
Down.
grappled. This is where you tell me he
hold on.
cannot be grappled.
condition immunity is charmed, exhaustion, frightened, and poisoned. So he can be grappled.
Okay.
But this does beg a question though. Is this a snake attacking a snake? Wouldn't the other
No,
person
this
or
is a
other thing also be
This is a
grappled?
scorpion attacking
Oh,
a
it's
snake.
a scorpion. Sorry.
And
Okay,
So-
sorry. I
scorpions
thought they were like
do.
mini serpents.
So that
Yeah.
that was one action. So I get to use my second action. I'm going to use its actual ability. Can everyone please
Yep.
make a dexterity saving throw if I can make the save?
That was three attacks per action?
You make,
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are getting to higher
And-
levels.
And
It has
moved,
multi-attack.
And it moved.
Oh, and it
I
moved.
don't-
Yeah, that's true. No, it doesn't get to do that.
No.
That's fair, so we don't need to make the dex. Alright, never mind.
But this is where we end session.
No.